Welcome to my channel. I am El Firespray and today we're going to be painting Khepri from Ankh Gods of Egypt. We're going to be using Green Stuff World Colorshift Metal Paint, Chameleon Set number 1. To begin, I'll apply a layer of black base color on the areas where my Colorshift paints will go. Once that's dry, we can start applying our Colorshift paints. I'll be using Psychotic Illusions. In order to get the most effect of these paints. Some of these paints require specific undertone, whereas others not so much. So it's kind of fun to play around with the tones in advance to see what undertone you need to get the results you're looking for when using these paints. I ended up using 2 layers of this paint and I thought that gave me the coverage I was looking for. I did not need to dilute the paint with water or any other medium. I just used it straight out of the bottle. Next, I wanted to add a little bit more color to it, so I added some purple in the lower areas of the back. I gotta say, I quite like the results, and you can also try to color blend the tones to get a smooth transition. For the wings, I will blend these tones because I want them to look somewhat similar to the original artwork. I decided my darkest blue wasn't dark enough, so I instead opted to use Antares Blue from Scale Color. When doing wet blending, mix the colors together while they're still wet with a damp brush. It's a fairly easy technique, and we want the colors to smoothly shift from light to dark. For the gems, I will be using Mephiston Red. I usually like painting my gems full of body, volume, and highlights, but the artwork on the game shows them with a flat red color, and I kind of like the way that looked, so I painted them that way. Now for the golden sections of the mini, I'm gonna use Retributor Armour. Then I'll shade the area with Agrax Earthshade and finally highlight with the 3 parts of Auric Armour in a 1 part Liberator Gold mix. For the base, I will be using Aggaros Dunes contrast paint. Notice that I applied this tone before I painted the lower part of the legs. This is the second Khepri mini I'm painting, and with the first one it was rather difficult to get to this step without messing up the already painted legs. So this time I painted the base first, and then I'll paint the legs second instead. I want the base to look sandy and opaque, because the setting of the game is in the desert, so I think Agrellan Earth is a good choice if you want to achieve this look. I'm only applying this to the flat parts of the base, again before painting the legs. Let this dry completely, and this technical paint does have some really cool crack effects. With that done, now it's time to paint the legs. And I'll be using Fuchsia by Vallejo, and then I'll apply a layer of Colorshift paint called Copper Nebula. For the wings, I'm mixing equal parts of Druchii Violet and Drakenhoff Nightshade. After this step, you can retouch the wings with the original colors for highlight, or apply a lighter tone in the most raised edges to make them pop. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be shading the gold with Agrax Earthshade and highlighting with a 3-to-1 mix of Auric Armour and Liberator Gold. And with that, we have a perfect tabletop standard mini ready for a game. You can keep adding more details if you like, but I'm happy with this look, so I'm ready to paint the rim of the base with black ink. And now your mini is done. Hope you liked this video and found it useful. Please consider liking and subscribing, as this will motivate me to keep working and uploading videos weekly. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. And until then, paint more minis!